Okay, I think I got it now. I'm gonna cut the grass over here to see if it'll stop this guy's movements. Okay, if I go back into the grass, then he could possibly move again, so I think I'm gonna cut the grass one more time. Okay, I guess that should be good enough. Yeah, as you can see, he's not walking around anymore, he's just imitating my movements by not walking around. Okay, fun's over, let's fight this guy. Okay, so last video, I was talking a little bit about what could be the secondary typing for the Gen 8 starters if they did have a secondary typing. And just by looking at Cinderace, it kind of looks like it could be a fighting type in addition to be a fire type. But if that was the case, then I think that would piss off some people, because the last thing anyone needs around here is another fire fighting type. And surprisingly enough, we don't have a fire fighting Pokemon as a non-starter. I kind of hope that happens at some point, where we get a Pokemon that's a fire fighting type and it's not a starter. Well, yeah, in my eyes, Cinderace just looks like a fire fighting type. Considering the fact that it's pretty agile, yeah, it's no surprise that in my eyes it does look like a fire fighting type. I mean, look at Lopunny, for example. It's a rabbit, just like Cinderace, and when it Mega Evolves, it becomes a normal fighting type, looking pretty agile and all the while. In addition, I believe it gets some fighting type moves as well. I believe Jump Kick is one of them. As for High Jump Kick, well, I don't quite recall if Lopunny does get High Jump Kick. I haven't even used that thing at all, not that I remember, of course. But yeah, all I remember is it gets Jump Kick, and yeah, that's a fighting type move. So yeah, in my eyes, Lopunny does look like a fighting type, even though its Mega Evolution is clearly normal fighting. Okay, let's move on to something else. In addition to the Gen 8 starters, I was also talking about the Gen 9 starters as to what their typings could be when they're fully evolved, as well as their appearances. I took a look around some fan art and I saw something that looks pretty cool. Something that depicted as to what maybe Fuecoco's final evolution could possibly look like. And just by looking at this thing, it kind of looks like something straight out of a fan-made game. I think it's called Pokemon Xenoverse or something, where I believe there's a Pokemon that looks exactly like what I saw involving that fire starter. And as for the water starter, it looks pretty cool actually. It kind of looks like yeah, it looks like a grown-up modified version of Donald Duck actually. I mean, I think I did say that like several parts ago, but this time I think I really mean it. As for the grass starter, well, I'm not really sure what to say about it. Well, for one thing, I do like its name and everything, looks pretty cool. But if you want to see these starters for yourself, I'm gonna throw a link in the movie description so that way you can take a look at it. Okay, in some parts of the grass that's missing, occasionally you can find some hidden items, and that's exactly what I'm trying to do. I know for a fact there's one hidden item around here, but it's not very relevant, so yeah, I'm still gonna look for it nonetheless, since I think I have a hunch that I know where it is. Speaking of Mega Evolutions, well, some people actually did want Mega Evolutions to come back in Gen 9, but nothing has been confirmed quite yet. I think the last time we had Mega Evolution was in Gen 7, believe it or not. Yeah, it's been a while since we last saw Mega Evolution. I kind of wanted to come back since, well, just look at some of the Mega Pokemon. I think I'm kind of missing out on some Megas that, well, I guess they have some pretty good potential. Okay, there's nothing over here, so let's fight this guy right here. Yeah, some Mega Pokemon, some of them I really want to use, but I think the best chance I have of using certain Megas, I think they're in some fan-made games, I believe. I'm not really sure what those Megas could be, but just by looking at the stats of some of them, yeah, it looks like I'm missing out on some pretty nice strategizing. Well, for one thing, I did use Mega Heracross and Mega Pinsir in Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire. Well, I guess it's pretty good considering the fact that, oh, okay, here's a full heal. Yeah, right where I knew it was. Okay, I'm not really sure if there's any more trainers in this particular area, so I'm gonna go to the left to see if I could find any more trainers, because I have a feeling in my gut that there's some more trainers around here. Okay, finding this Pineco here. Oh, bite? Oh, okay, I'm just gonna use Air Cutter. Find this Pineco here. I'm not really sure if it has pretty decent defenses or not, like Fortress, which is why I kind of want to use moves like, say, Steel Wing or Swift on it, because, as you saw, I'm kind of running out of Air Cutter power points. Once this video is over, I think I may go back off screen and heal, since, yeah, I really want Air Cutter to have a lot of power points. Yeah, that's the problem with this one particular route. I tend to run out of power points on a certain move. I guess it's because I keep spamming it way too much. Luckily for me, in Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire, I believe there was a healing spot in this particular area. I mean, there is one that's coming up, but that's kind of a few feet away. Somewhere a little bit northern, I believe there is a house there that I could have healed if I was playing the remakes, but sadly that's not going to be the case. I believe inside that house I was thinking of, there's just one trainer and a whole bunch of Wingalls in it. And I believe that person was talking about the Elite Four, I believe. Yeah, you'll see once I eventually get there. Once I get past all these trainers, that is. So, in all of Route 119, I believe there's a chance that you can find Feebas, but it's pretty freaking rare. Like I said previously, I did manage to find Feebas in Route 119 at one point. Although it wasn't easy, I can tell you that much. I think I was like upside down on my couch trying to find it. That's how long it took. So apparently there was 400 water tiles in all of Route 119, and I believe Feebas appears on only 6 of them. And what are those tiles, you may ask? Well, that's for you to find. I heard some rumors that maybe you could switch the tiles around with the Do for Trendy saying, but I'm not really sure if that's really true or not. I never really gave that a try or anything, and even if I wanted to, well, I can't really change the trendy saying because it's stuck on that one permanent saying for the rest of the game, I think. But yeah, just keep fishing all over Route 119 and hopefully you'll find Feebas soon enough, like me. And as for the rods you can use whatever rod you want, whether it's the old rod or the good rods. Me personally, I use the good rod since, well, I don't really have to use a good rod, I just use it because, well, I guess maybe I could actually fish up decently leveled Feebas, although I'm not really sure if that's true or not. The point is, you can find Feebas in this route, it just takes a little bit of time. But in games like Generation 4, I think it was a lot worse. In Generation 4, I believe there was 800 water tiles in all of that one particular area in Mount Coronet, and there were only 4 Feebas tiles. So as you can imagine, I did not partake in that because that would have just completely drove me insane, trying to find Feebas and all that kind of mess. But I believe in Renegade Platinum, I think it was made so that way, no matter what, you can find Feebas regardless of which rod you use, and if you're inside Mount Coronet. I believe that's the only place where you can find Feebas after all. Which I think is a lot easier since, yeah, 4 Feebas tiles out of 800, that's just crazy. I'm not really sure if you could actually switch up records or anything to change up the Feebas tiles in Gen 4. I think that's what I heard somewhere, but I'm not really sure if that's true. Okay, this is the house that I was alluding to not too long ago. Okay, talking about the 8 gem per fly, but I'm gonna be getting that in no time. Okay, as I've said, there's this lady in here and a whole bunch of Wingalls. Oh, maybe she's not talking about the Elite Four. She's talking about the Cave of Origin. That's something that's going to be much later in the game. Okay, I kind of thought maybe she was talking about the Elite Four, but whatever. Not that I care that much anyway. Oh yes, there's a trainer north of this river here, so I'm gonna fight him right now. Okay, there's a fisherman over here, and I believe there's supposed to be an item here. Okay, there it is. Okay, you know, maybe I should have deposited all the items I got from New Mobile into my PC. I kind of forgot to do that. Let's switch, Gardevoir up first, not Sceptile. Because this route, I'm pretty sure, kind of benefits Gardevoir and Skarmory the most. I mean, we are coming up on the Sea routes pretty soon, so, yeah. And by that time, I guess maybe Sceptile and Gardevoir's levels will be kind of increased by then. So yeah, I remember years ago I was trying to find a Feebas in this particular area of Route 119, but for some reason I couldn't, so I went a little bit further up Route 119 where that waterfall is. I think you all know what I'm talking about. if you don't know what I'm talking about, then probably you never played this game. So yeah, there's a waterfall not too far away from this particular area of Route 119. I tried fishing there, but unfortunately, I did not find Feebas at all. I guess maybe I wasn't doing it correctly, since I was fishing all over the place, and well, to tell you the truth, I actually bought that Pokemon Emerald guide, and what it said was Feebas is a very rare encounter. There's rare encounter and very rare. But what it doesn't tell you is the amount of Feebas tiles that are all over Route 119. Yeah, that's what I was missing. Well, I kind of regret buying that thing since, well, I was only a kid at the time and I didn't know something like, say, Bulbapedia or Cerebi and whatnot actually existed. But as of right now, if I wanted to look up any Pokemon facts, I'll just use those particular websites that I just mentioned. Well, lucky for me, I don't have to waste a whole bunch of time trying to find Feebas in Route 119 since I caught Feebas a whole lot earlier. Thankfully enough. But make no mistake about it, you can still find Feebas in Route 119. I'm not really sure how long it's going to take. Just be patient and hopefully you'll find one soon enough. And hey, if you're lucky, maybe you can find a shiny type. No, a shiny Pokemon. Sorry about that. There's no such thing as a shiny type. What am I saying? Okay, 2 videos ago, or at least a couple of videos ago, I guess, I did pick up the Acro Bike. Oh, come on. Get back to your triathlon, Benjamin. Go away. I don't care. Go the fuck away. Come on, leave me alone. Thank you. Damn, these people are so freaking annoying. Pisses me off. Okay, as you saw to the left, those platforms there, yeah, that benefits the Acro Bike, which is the reason why I picked up the Acro Bike not too long ago. A few videos ago, sorry about that. So yeah, the way it works is you have to hop on the Acro Bike and hop on these ledges over here. I believe it's like this. Okay, I think I have to push the jump button at the same time the B button. Yeah, it takes some getting used to, but hopefully you'll get it on your first try. Okay, I don't think there's anything here, so I'm just going to go back. I believe there's something else like this, but I'm not going to encounter that until a little bit later in the game, when I eventually get Waterfall. Which actually won't be for quite a while, so sorry about that. And I gotta say, this route is going by pretty fast. Also, I didn't mention last time, but it looks like I actually got through those water routes fairly quickly. I mean, to be honest, I don't think 15 minutes is all that much time, but somehow I managed to make it through those water routes very quickly. I'm not really sure how I did it, but somehow I did it. Can my Pokemon use secret power on a big pile of grass to make a secret base? Yes they can, but I'm not planning on doing that. Oh yeah, this person here has grass types, and unfortunately I'm down to my last air cutters, so I can't really score any super effective hits on this person's Pokemon. Actually, maybe I can, because I seem to remember that in addition to her Pokemon being grass type, they're also part poison type too. So yeah, it looks like that's a pretty nice combination. Oh yeah, something I didn't mention before, but a few videos ago off screen, of course, I was rematching a few trainers. I believe it was the same trainers as before, but this time around, yeah, I think they gotten pretty tough. I believe Triathlete Abigail, that one trainer on Route 110, the cycling road, yeah, she now has an Ampharos at level 70, and yeah, that's pretty frightening actually, to see something that's that level at this point in the game. And yeah, I will admit that thing was kind of tough to take down, considering the fact that it kept spamming Thunder and Cotton Spore, and especially Light Screen. So yeah, I just barely survived that battle. But lucky for me, I used Hypnosis on it and Calm Mind in order to possibly one-shot it. Okay, there's another trainer up here with one Pokemon, I believe. I believe that Pokemon's a Breloom. Yeah, how I remember that? Well, I'm kind of used to this game at this point, so it's no surprise that I remember this guy having a Breloom on his team. But lucky for me, I can rematch these guys as much as I want, so that way I could get all the experience points I can. It's kind of a shame how Breloom doesn't have Poison Heal at this point, because if it did, then I would probably use it. Assuming the fact that maybe its fighting moves are good, which I don't think it is. If you want to use Breloom, maybe you should wait until Gen 4 where it gets used to its full potential. Okay, I think that's going to be it for today. Next time, more trainer fighting, and we'll make it to our next destination. Hopefully. See you next time.